Thought we'll just make a quick video. So people are losing the authenticity for a fakeness, for fake. This facade, the mask we wear. I mean, it's rampant everywhere. Whether be it fucking I fake eyelashes, fake nail polish, to fake politeness, fake kindness, fake likes, fake people pleasing, fake everything, fake lifestyle, fake Instagram, fake social media. It's everything is fake, and we and the only reason. See, I'll tell you, give a backstory. Growing up, you know, I lived near Santa Ana. Fucking street. We had the street mentality. The one of the attractive part of the gangsters, the street gangster was they kept it authentic. If they didn't like you, they'll fucking come to your face and say they don't fucking like you. There was no pretending. In South Africa, if a white guy didn't like you, didn't like me, they'd tell it straight up. They wouldn't pretend. They wouldn't, play footsie and just tiptoe around just to be a people pleaser, just to get fucking likes and shit. And I blame this entirely on the fucking like culture that we have. You know, growing up, remember the Bill Maher. These are the people I used to like: Bill Maher, Eminem, because rappers. Because back then, rappers, there was no social media, so rappers used to be like, those hardcore gangster rappers. We used to be like, not we like what the street mentality was. Fuck, what do you think? I'll be on. I'll be true to myself. I'll express myself, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about losing a popular. It's not about popularity contest. It's about being true to yourself, being core to who you are. That's why they took the hood image, and there was this sort of counterculture, rebellious, so the angst and this anathema towards this all cliche polished, music videos and whatnot. And during the MTV era, we had those street ghetto type of music videos, because and there was hip hop. That was made hip hop because that was authentic, that was real, because that's where we came from. I mean, not we, like people came from, like that's reality. Ghetto, gritty, spider web, fucking the greasy, the wrong with graffitis, tattoos and whatnot, like grungy area, like you know people came from squatters, projects, whatnot, and there was certain pride in that. And obviously, then social media came along, created by this nerdy fucking Mark Zuckerberg. And obviously, we have this gawky guy, complete devoid of fucking social interaction. He creates this monster, the Frankenstein, Facebook. And what have you not is MySpace, Instagram, Twitter, all getting along with the fucking act. And we have this whole enormous popularity contest and whatnot, where it's all about likes. And then Instagram has their heart, Twitter has their heart, and it's like, and then they're just parroting, xeroxing what Facebook did. And you got all these geeky Silicon Valley nerds who come up with this, these softwares, and it's all about popularity contests and whatnot, and blame totally on the social media. It's like, if your video doesn't get a million likes, it's like your life's not even worth living. Do you know how many videos are there? Probably there are a million videos with million likes. Does it mean anything? I'm not. Did you watch even any of some of the so-called popular videos, or viral videos with million likes? The reason why I bring this up is, unless you get a kick on the seat of your pants, on the back of your arse, that it's not about likes. You get all the angry reactions, you get your dislikes, you become like even Justin Bieber, I guess, with his dislike videos. I mean, hey, sometimes you need certain dislikes, certain contrarian opinion, and people challenging you, people shitting on you, to grow the thick skin, that to so that you come back to your true authentic self. That, what, I'm not out there to please anyone. So, but we lost that authentic, that core self, and that the connection to the nature. Even Taoism is like, it was passive, but it's like authentically passive. And we have this fake positivity and whatnot, fake gratitude. It's like we all be kind, and we'll all be nice and people pleasing and whatnot. We should be. There's actually contest to it, but so the point being, so we pretend to be nice, and the moment someone is not quote unquote nice or is rude to someone, we lambaste him, we ridicule him, we put him on pillory. And that's hypocrisy. That's exactly what fake positivity is. It's hypocrisy. It's like, either you're with us or against us mentality. Like, oh, we'll only like you as long as you're nice and positive and kind and whatever, people kind to people. And the moment you're not, instead of empathizing with him, why he's such a fucked up, or like he was so mean or spiteful, we tend to like vilify the person. And that entirely has to do with social media. Fucking media, even media gets along with the act. Oh, someone internet hates it, internet loves it, as if fucking internet is a fucking being or anything. It's not an entity. Internet is like, yeah, it's an entity, but it's not a fucking, it's not a concrete like a fucking flesh and being person the way they put it. And that's what media gets along with that, like, because that's what they are, people please. They're afraid of losing their, they don't have balls. Celebrities don't have balls. Bill Maher ran at it. You remember the time when Bill Maher said, he made that stupid comment, and that was stupid of him after 9/11, that at least they got balls, and he got ousted by for politically incorrect Bill Maher and by ABC, and then he got his HBO show. Yeah, because, and then he kind of backed down and cowered, after he said the N word, which was okay. It was not. It was indefensible. But again, but if he came again, Bill Maher. I mean, as much as I adore him and respect him, even if he said, you know what, it's all about intent. I didn't mean it like that. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. And then you got your fucking Eric Michael Dyson and whatnot. They come and they force people to apologize. How authentic is that? We are losing our touch. I mean, our authentic, this touch with our authentic core being, the our soul, who we really are. And that's what part of growing up is, and that's what part of self-actualization is. That's what part of spiritual progress is. Spiritual progress is not about being kind, lovey-dovey, all this fake smarmy positive with this fake smile and everything, people pleasing doormat and everything. No, it's about being, if sometimes you need to be quote unquote rude, whatever the fuck that means, you have to be true. I mean, yeah, like one incident when I went to this restaurant, it was right after my sensory deprivation awakening. So I went to the restaurant, and I had my parents and the seniors. Well, okay. So what happened was, they're trying to, the restaurant, there was a valet service. So the guy got in. My parents were trying to come out, and the guys, he knew my parents were trying to get off the car, and it was a long time ago, so it's not like it's a chip on my shoulder or anything. So, and he just started taking off, and then I shouted at him, and then I went full on Scarface mode. See, growing up, we used to adore, the reason why I used to like people like Scarface, like Al Pacino mentality, Godfather and whatnot. I got my Godfather tat, is because of the authentic self, like of the balls, growing from balls, and be a fucking pansy and people pleasing, and fucking be like Juicy Smollett, and like bend over backwards to fucking please people and whatnot. So, and I fucking went full blown Scarface mode on him, and later I calmed down. Yeah, but the point being, if I was being goody nice, hey, you should. Well, no. Sometimes you gotta be a fucking a hole to make your proof. How much will you be a doormat? Sometimes you gotta be a fucking a hole in life. You have to stand up for what you believe in. If Rosa Parks was like, oh no, I'm like, I'll be kind, I'll be bend over backward, I'll conform to you, I'll bend over backward to please you. And that's why you have the people on the right fucking shitting on all these pansy pussy snowflakes and whatnot, because it's not even about that. It's not about being anti-LGBT and whatnot, and you got your media shoving these on you. It's not even about that. It's about being true. Sometimes, even if you're gay, if you're true to yourself, you've got balls, if you stand up for what you believe in, you'll have my respect. Again, it's not about race, it's not about homosexuality, it's not about your sexual preference, it's not about sexual orientation, it's not even about religion. It's about being true to yourself, standing up for what you believe in, and willingness to die for what you believe in, even if it means going against the grain of the crowd, against the flow of the crowd. That's what Jesus did. I mean, even Jesus, he was a martyr. I mean, but yeah, he had kind of had this holier than thou superior mentality. Forgive them, Father, for what they have done. For they don't know what they're sinning. Yeah, that's kind of smarmy, sort of reeks of holiness. But yeah, see, even Socrates. Yeah, the reason why we grew up idolizing these people, they died for the truth, for the right to believe for the right to stand up for what they believed in. And Gandhi, well, I just found out Gandhi was another sleazeball. Even Martin Luther King, he had his another ulterior agenda, like Christian agenda, because he was a pastor or minister or something. He was a minister, I think. Even Mandela, well, Mandela is different, but even Mandela wasn't completely this peacenik. He believed in justified violence. But again, I'm not promoting or inciting or violence or anything. What I'm saying is, be true to yourself. Fuck all this social media shit, bullshit, and everything. And media gets along. Oh, internet loves it. And the society and the celebrities back down. They double down, and they apologize for any PC thing. Bill Maher had a rant about it. How about Christopher Hemsworth? He had that whole fucking native Indian Porsche, the whole culture appropriation thing, and he got slack for that, and then he came and apologized for that. Like, and then Bill Maher came and said, I got a message for you, a message for the celebrity. Stop pleasing everyone. Basically, grow some fucking balls. Who cares if no one likes your video? Who cares you get all these fucking thumbs down? Who cares you got your fucking angry emojis? Who cares if no one shares you? Who the fuck cares? It's about being what you like, what you want, what makes you happy, and not quality. That doesn't dictate quality. Vox populi not necessarily determines Vox Day. Voice of the people not necessarily determine the voice of God. Sometimes it does. Like with Bill Gates and the anti-vaccine thing for COVID, people are outraged about his ploy, his scheme, and his evil genius scheme. And yeah, so sometimes, and again, people are not sheep either. People are not dumb. People might be sleeping and everything, but people will. There will be a time where crowd will awake from the slumber, the opiumed out lotus fagi mass, the mass, this slumber that we are. And it's not about being woke culture or anything. Yeah, part of being woke is you don't have to please anyone. It's not about getting likes. It's not about getting social approval. And our stupid millennial generation lost their balls and their spine because of this whole social media and everything. They're even afraid to express themselves lest it be deemed negative, quote unquote, if they're having feeling angry. And that's why you have so much mental illness and whatnot, because of depression and whatnot, because people suppress their true feelings. So what we have is, I totally blame it on social media. I mean, concocted by these fucking geeks who themselves have social interaction issues. So the only way, how Conan made a video, like a Harvard speech. Yeah, the only way they could, like, I can talk to the person next door in the dorm with the girl next door in the dorm is by making a fucking stupid social media website. How stupid is that? So yeah, just fuck social media, fuck what everything's. If it sometimes means being an a-hole, just be it. That's why I kind of like some of the aspects of Mark Manson, the subtle art of not giving a fuck, because you got your another manipulation and control by New Age, which is another religion, secret and whatnot, LOA, which forces you to be fake positive and fake grateful, and which is another manipulation and ploy, as if universe wants you to be authentic. The moment you're authentic, you grow some balls and go against the grain, against the flow. That's when universe will open up. That's when your stuff will manifesting. That's when the your heart will open up. And sometimes it takes, you have to swallow the bitter pill and the truth and poison, and just you gotta have some thick skin and be prepared to not get some backlash, and not expect things to work out for you. And like, and it will initially, people will not like you and hate you for your guts, and but ultimately people will respect you for who you are. Well, Jim Carrey also once spoke about it, how he was preaching or something, he was giving this thing, and then people are booing him, and then he got a backlash. And after, but he continued going on, like preaching and ceremony or whatever he was doing. And suddenly he got a standing ovation, and he cried as he was going home, and he felt like God, basically. So that's what God is. We see 1,000 likes and one dislike, and we vilify the person. Oh, it must be one of the hater who disliked it. It's not a hater. So who do you think will God take side with? Do you think God will take side with the fucking mass flow, the vox populi? Hell no. Why do you think God will? Those who have no one has God. Do you think the entire point of godhood, Advaita, neutrality, this all advantage, panopticon consciousness, all knowing, all seeingness, is you empathize with everyone. You see everyone has a valid perspective, everyone has a valid point. That's why you empathize even with the haters and the who dislikers and everyone, because they might, who knows, there's a reason why the person gave a dislike. It's not because he's a fucking a-hole or say he's a rude monster or something. Everyone has a point. So sometimes the part of being godhood is actually empathizing with those people, those mean-spirited people, those spiteful people, those haters. And we live in a society where the moment you deviate from, if you a single dislike, you get vilified for that. It's like you can't even express your opinion now. And then you got another guy commenting about pointing out your flaws about that, and you got another smartass coming in with another superior mentality, and it just goes on and on and on. The way the fucking social media set up is a never-ending thread and everything. If people will reply, and I'm a culp, I do that too. You reply after 2 years, start to pick a fight, we provoke. And I mean, no, we don't have, not everyone has to go get along. Sometimes getting along and being positive, being fake kind, is just something the most toxic and deliberately misleading and twisted, devious thing one can possibly do. All right, peace. Fuck you.